special Sunday edition of our Beauty Report. We'll be back with you every Thursday, 7 and 9 p.m. for the kickoff of Gotta Watch Thursdays, where, of course, we bring to you our Beauty Report with the latest and greatest that beauty has to offer. And tonight, we're not only bringing you world launches, must-have items, but we're bringing you iconic products, some that are the biggest, best-kept secrets in the beauty industry. And when you think about Elizabeth Arden, you know, this is a company, the Red Door, that you've trusted for over 10 decades. That's right, for 100 years. Elizabeth Arden has been bringing to us the best that beauty has to offer. Their #1 prestige beauty franchise within the brand is called Prevage. This is the clinical lash, and I hope you're ready for this. Brow enhancing serum. Now, it doesn't matter where you go in the world, this is $100. And it's a customer pick at $100 because it works. In fact, clinically proven, just give us 2 weeks. Every woman that used this on their brows and lashes saw thicker, fuller brows and lashes, clinically proven. So we're thrilled to have this today at $32 off. And there you can see 100% saw improvement in just 2 weeks, without any chemicals or side effects. So if you've overplucked your brows, you've over-tweezed, you've over-waxed, Mary Mazzaros is joining us, the national training leader for Elizabeth Arden. I was like, I'm not gonna mess it up. Who is a proud mommy of twins.
I am.
Welcome back.
Old.
We've missed
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. And I cannot be more passionate about the twins, but also Prevage Lash and Brow. And let me tell you why this is my passion product. This is a product that's going to deliver results. It's not just the clinical testing, but it's also as soon as you get it home, you're going to see those results as well. Here's my story. I've used Prevage Lash and Brow on my brows since it launched, and I love it, like Amy. Amy uses it on her brows as well. And it works wonders. I never used it on my lashes. When I was pregnant, my lashes took a beating. And I looked in the mirror about halfway through my pregnancy one day, and I'm not kidding when I say I felt like all my lashes had fallen out. They were thin, they were sparse, there were areas where I didn't even have lashes, and I really was self-conscious about it. So I tried all the different primers, all the different mascaras out there, and to no result. So I was feeling really bad about that and wanted to do something to fix it. So I pulled out my Prevage Lash and Brow, because there are a lot of different options out there in lash products right now in the industry, but there are also a lot of scary side effects that are coming with them. And with Prevage Lash and Brow, 2 weeks, 100% of improvement. We saw 100% results.
Clinically proven.
Clinically proven. When I use this, I started to use it once a day. It's very easy to use it. When you apply it, you just apply it right at the base of the lashes, right onto the base of the lashes, and then you can sweep it through the brow as well.
Just a little bit again.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. It's a serum. So within about a week, I noticed a significant difference in my lashes. They were starting to grow back, they were healthier, they were longer, they were fuller. Within 2 weeks, I cannot even begin to tell you the results. It was like night and day. So it's not just my passion product, it's going to be your passion product too. This is a product that's going to give you longer, fuller, healthier, thicker lashes and brows, extraordinary results. Again, 100% of women in a clinical study saw results in as little as 2 weeks. Look at these before and afters. Before, she has some little sparse areas in her lashes. There are short, stubby areas in her lashes. It looks like there's little holes in her lashes. 4 weeks, they're longer. 6 weeks, look at that. 10 weeks, 16 weeks. It's one of those lash products and brow products, let's not forget about brows, that you will continue to see results the more you use it. A lot of times products out there, when you use them, you hit this plateau where you've seen as much as you're going to see. Prevage Lash and Brow has key ingredients, proprietary cocktail of ingredients that deliver results for the long haul. If you want longer, fuller lashes and brows, this is the product for you.
Well, in 16 weeks, imagine 40%, that's almost 50%. That's almost doubling the amount of lashes and brow that you have. That fullness. This is one of the best kept secrets there are in the beauty industry.
Yes, it is.
And I have to point out, this has always been something at $100. You go to one of Elizabeth Arden's counters, and they're sold worldwide. I mean, they're an icon worldwide. This is $100, day in and day out. Everybody knows this product. If you're somebody who's overplucked your brows, maybe you're somebody right now who's over-tweezed your brows and you're saying, what do I do? you've got to use this product. There is a way that you can dramatically change that area if you use this product. It is clinically proven to change.
And with no side
growth.
effects.
With no side effects, and that's really important to stress. It's National Lash Day today. How many of us want thicker, fuller lashes? Don't forget about the brows. Now, for $17, we can also change your brows. And I can't tell you how long one of these lasts, because a little bit goes a long way.
A very long way.
Very long way.
With extraordinary results.
Yeah.
You will start to see results within the first week of using this, but within 2 weeks, you're going to see results. Remember our clinical study, 100% of women showed improvement in their lashes and their brows in just 2 weeks from using it once a day.
That's a big claim.
It's a big, big claim. You don't see hundreds a lot in the industry, but when you see 100 on improving your lashes, when you see 100 on giving you longer, fuller, healthier lashes and brows, that's where the money's at.
Look at the brow too.
And how
it takes you seconds.
Yeah, and there are so many reasons why we lose our lashes and brows. My testimony was about being pregnant and that just taking a toll on my body. There are hormonal fluctuations that happen in our bodies, aging, natural stress, lack of sleep, basic wear and tear, and even the environment can wear down and wreak havoc on our lashes and brows. Why continue to spend bukus of money on brow powders, brow pencils, primers, and mascaras when you don't need it? When you can have something that in 3 seconds, you're gonna have thicker, longer lashes and brows that are natural, that are yours, that aren't fake, that aren't fillers, that aren't quick fixes, that are gonna drive results, give you the power of Prevage, give you the extraordinary results, because there's science behind this product. It's not just a conditioner, and it's not just a vitamin-enriched serum, though it does have conditioners and vitamins. The key is that there's a proprietary cocktail of ingredients that are giving you the muscle behind the magic. So when we call this a magic wand, we really mean it is a magic wand for your lashes and your brows. If you have used any of the competitive products out there, products that are going to give you longer lashes and brows, maybe 1, 2, or 3 you've tried and you haven't seen the results you're looking for, or maybe you've been thinking about investing in a lash and brow product, but you've been afraid of the side effects, because there are some pretty scary side effects in some of the products out there. That all changes today. This is the product for you. This is making the wise investment for your lashes and brows to give you back what maybe you've lost over time through not having as youthful lashes and brows, or maybe it's just something's going on in your life that has taken away your lashes and brows.
And real quick, prostaglandin free, ophthalmologist safety tested, clinically and dermatologist tested, fragrance, color, and paraben free. Now, I want to stress for $17, and don't forget, open up the HSN card today. We've never done this in the history of HSN. If you do, you'll receive a $40 credit on your statement. That brings us to $28, and yes, you can still take advantage of the 4 interest-free credit card payments, or 5, because you'll probably be shopping with your HSN card, and that entitles you to an additional flex pay. I love what Mary was saying. We're masking the problem by using so many brow powders and brow pencils, and instead of covering it up.
And it's really not trendy right now.
Right. Let's go ahead and address why we're losing our brows, why they're so thin. Maybe you're wearing false eyelashes, or you're somebody who's putting on tons of mascara. It's okay, I'm right there with you. I love my mascara. That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna start addressing again why my lashes aren't as thick as they used to be. I use this on my brows. I swear by it for the brows. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. There's not another product, first of all, that's addressing brows and lashes together.
Right.
And this is allowing you to do both. And honestly, it takes 2 seconds. You put it over your brow, done. Because I overplucked over here in the end. Look where they came back, Mary. I know, we saw that earlier. I had none there. I mean, they overplucked from here down. I was like, what? I didn't, no, we didn't discuss that. But look at the difference here. It came back. That's not drawn on, by the way. That's my real brow.
And the same for my lashes. During my pregnancy, my lashes were falling out. I mean, I would see lashes in the sink every time I washed my face. So much to the point where I was having to put little falsies in on the ends, and that's gone. That's not an issue anymore. This grew my lashes back. It gave me back those beautiful, healthy, lush lashes that I had when I was younger, that my babies have, that I want, that I need to feel beautiful and to feel confident. Then my mascara, Amy's a mascara maven. I'm a mascara maven too. It only looks that much better. It's a wise investment for every other product you're going to buy. Natural brows, natural lashes are in. So why mask it, like Amy said, with powders, with pencils, with primers and mascaras. Why not use something that's gonna give you no side effects, but it's gonna deliver results? In 2 weeks, you're going to see improvement.
Wow. For $17. Thank you again for all of your orders. We're busy with Elizabeth Arden. This is never on sale. We've waited about 6 months for this to come back in stock. There's about 100 of you that can go ahead and pick up on this amazing mascara that we have for you, as well as the Prevage Eye Serum is on sale. So make sure you stop by hsn.com and check out the entire Prevage